All right, there we are. Look right there. Who's the man in the mirror now? Marina City?
Man in the mirrored shades.
That was a good joke.
I'm in Berwyn right now with Marina City at City BBQ, and this podcast, Con Carne, the full audio version of this podcast, is brought to you by Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile is how I got the phone that you're watching Facebook Live on. It is how I got my phone, which I enjoy every day. Seriously, I've got my whole family on Boost Mobile. We pay ridiculously low prices for our monthly service, unlimited everything. I would be lost without Boost Mobile. I wouldn't be able to get here without Boost Mobile. Marina City, are you ready?
We are ready.
Ready to
Let's
go.
do this.
It's Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
So we're at City BBQ in Berwyn, the recently opened City BBQ. What did I say to you guys before we walked in? Hello, thanks for doing
yes.
this. But besides that, I said, be prepared for an obscene amount of food. And yes, Ryan, can you hold up?
I don't even.
This is
Ryan's
just
serving up. I
This is
can't.
just
The Motherload.
going to be James and I's food at this point. The other two have been served. So imagine.
Oh my
a
God! Wait,
lot-
they already have their plates.
Imagine a
We
lot
already
more
have
food.
sides.
We have sides and dessert. This is going to be wild.
So the kind people at City BBQ said, "Oh, we'll just get you the Motherload for the band." And I assumed that didn't mean petite portions. And sure enough, this is a goddamn Motherload. There's
This is a Motherload.
That's like an understatement.
there's every protein known to man in this tray.
Yeah, we did a big workout session before this, so we needed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
much
you
protein.
did. I did not. I didn't have the same sense of responsibility. So yeah, all this food, and when you walk into City BBQ, I'm not kidding, right? It smells divine.
Incredible.
Like we're looking at these state-of-the-art smokers, the rear of the state-of-the-art smokers here off of Cermak here in Berwyn. It smells so good, and I was talking with management at City BBQ. They're basically operating around the clock because they're brisket and pork. They're putting them in like in the middle of the night, and they're cooking. Look at that.
This is just James.
No.
Yeah, you got a Cornish hen.
Chicken.
Cornish hen.
Look at that.
You thought you were going to interview us. We're just going to be eating this food the
Right.
entire time.
Yeah,
That's fine.
it's more of it.
All right, so I got some pork. Or give me
You want some more?
a little more, one more sausage. One more
Yeah.
sausage.
Why don't you take this?
Sausage.
I do like a hot link.
Spoken like a true Chicagoan.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're all friends here.
There you go.
Oh, you gave me too
Go
much.
on.
All right. You guys have sauce? They've got a ton of sauces here too.
Oh, yeah, we grabbed the sauce already.
So as we eat this food, you gave me. Take the chicken back. I can't get to the other meat.
Take this
I physically can't get to the other meat. I'll work my way up to the chicken,
All right.
but it's
This
a
is-
problem.
It's right there. For you.
Okay, thank you. That's mine. There's like Texas toast going on here.
Too much food, said no one
Got
ever.
some sweet tea. All right, so I should mention Marina City's in the car. The next time we get to see you live
Yes.
is at Piqniq.
Picnic. Yes.
in
it is.
Tinley Park.
Woo!
So excited.
The
Man, what a
101
day.
WKQX Outdoor Festival in Tinley Park. Marina freaking City representing Chicago,
We're in
or
the
the greater
flesh.
Chicagoland area.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should be hyping you guys
Yeah,
up.
you
Yeah.
guys are the ones that got us on it, so I appreciate that.
So you got the call. You're added to the bill.
Mm-hmm.
What was the response? Because I know you guys are pumped to hear your name on the radio and all the promos and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
best
when I
thing.
was going to work, I just had my phone recording on video my entire drive to work just in case I didn't miss it. So I have like a 45-minute video on my phone.
That's
of
hilarious.
Just like waiting for you guys to say, and Marina City. Like that was like I was like yes. But
Well, it
getting-
goes without saying,
yeah.
if you like Dashboard Confessional, you like Bush, you're going to love Marina City. It just logically follows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear that the female voice who does the promo.
Uh-huh.
I like literally have dreamed about her saying our band name since the beginning of our band names. So as soon as I heard that ad pop up and she said Marina City, I was like, "That's it! Finally!"
Yes.
I could die happy now.
We did it. We made it.
We made it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who's followed your band, realistically, not a big surprise that you would end up on a bill like this. You played Riot Fest. The last time we shared space together was Black Friday, when you guys became the Chicago winner of the National Next2Rock competition.
Yeah.
Yes,
you guys
sir.
were awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And can I just...
What a day.
I want to explain what that performance was like. Because you had a show earlier that night at Cobra. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
So it's Black Friday. There are human beings everywhere. The Next2Rock Chicago final was at Joe's Live in Rosemont. So you had to shoot up 90
Yes.
to get there, fighting traffic. And once you get to that Rosemont area, holy crap, that parking lot, it is Death Race 2000.
It is insane.
Uh-huh.
We didn't know where we were supposed to park. I mean,
And we had a van and trailer,
Yeah, we
making
didn't.
it extra fun.
We didn't stress out at all.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it was a pretty low-key affair. So you guys show up. I mean, this is the equivalent of a Marina City mic drop. Showed up like 20 minutes before you're supposed to play.
yeah.
Got on stage, crushed it, won the competition. I mean, that was awesome. And that was such like...
I think, I think it was actually probably better that we had a show before that because we were in it, like ready to go. We're about to play a doubleheader. We're like
Let's
ready
play
to
two.
go. Yeah, that's exactly. Let's play 2. We were still sweating from like just getting out and everything. So it was just like, get on there and let's rock it. Instead of, there was no time to just play and then just kind of relax for a little bit and just like kind of rest and then be like, all right, I got to get myself all pumped up again. Like, no, we were, and I think the nerves and everything, I think that's what played well for us.
I get that. And there were 9 other great bands on the bill that night. I don't want to
Oh, yeah,
dismiss
it was
them.
incredible.
I love when the Chicago music scene comes together like that. I also love this sausage.
This sausage is incredible.
I love all this food.
These links these are something special going on right here.
Oh, yeah.
And the pulled pork's really good too. The pulled pork's actually all gone.
Yeah, that's-
Somehow we managed to make that.
Yeah, I got.
Wait, hold it up.
Killed it.
Right?
There we go.
No, hold your fork up.
Hold what up? It's
That's about
gone.
it.
So turn it around. You got that nice bark from the smoking.
See that?
Look at that. That's that crunch on the pulled pork. Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
And you know what's great about pulled pork, or what's good about
Everything.
barbecue? If you can taste the grill. If you can taste the grill, then you know it's good. Like, oh,
And they smoke this stuff for hours and hours. I haven't even gotten to the ribs yet, which I'm really anxious to eat while on camera. That's going to be a good.
Yeah, I'm eating those ribs right now. I think there's a bunch of rib meat on your back seat.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry.
The things that backseat has seen.
Wait, now I'm eating back here? That's not good.
That's right. No, really, the worst that happened in the backseat, my dog made a mess as she
okay.
went through the mud.
That's not too bad.
I had to hose it down, basically. All right, so you advanced in Next2Rock. And again, I haven't seen you since, so this is exciting.
Man.
And then you performed in Los Angeles in the national finals. And that was a trip because you're performing on stage at the Viper Room, right?
right.
And you're performing in front of Gavin Rossdale of Bush.
Yep. Who else was there?
Desmond Child.
Desmond Child.
Yeah, holy
was
crap.
there. Yeah, and I mean, it just,
True, like,
yeah.
stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Royalty.
I mean, yeah, royalty was there. And, man, that was
Yeah,
an experience.
We were
for
the
sure.
we were the first band to go too.
Yeah.
I remember watching. I was streaming it at home, and I was kind of hoping you wouldn't be first.
Yeah.
But by the same token, was that almost better? Like you could just get it out of the way.
I think so.
I think so too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then just having it all set up and ready to go for us, not dealing with the changeover.
That is very true. Yeah, we were actually pretty stoked about that, and like it was just, I think if we had not been first, I don't know, like my nerves and everything else probably would have just gone through the floor. I don't know, it would have been really, really difficult. It was nice to go, just get it done.
I was already too scared to watch the other acts.
Were you really?
Ajay's here. Hey, Ajay.
Hey, Ajay!
What's up, man?
Joe, what's
Shout
up,
out to
Ajay?
Is that the Ajay?
That is the
That's
Ajay.
the Ajay, yeah.
The
I
Ajay.
love Ajay. Oh, and Sherry Shaw gives you a heart.
Hey, Sherry Shaw with the heart.
Hey.
Heart back to you with barbecue fingers.
Yeah. I have barbecue in the corners of my lips.
I do.
Wait, where is that roll of?
Oh yeah, hang
So,
on. You were very
towels.
smart.
Yeah, see ya.
As someone who has watched the Con Carne videos,
Yes, this is why.
You understood the need for napkins because there's been a dearth of napkins in previous episodes.
Yeah.
So this was an important thing.
I also got the moist towelettes.
Got it,
They're
got it.
also there.
I love moist towelettes. I love the lemony smell. I know that sounds lame, but
No?
I love the way they smell on my fingers.
Especially when you're done eating and you're all full, and then you
Uh-huh.
get to moist towelette it up.
It's such a crisp, clean smell. So citrusy and delightful.
Crisp, clean.
So, what's your favorite meat so far?
The brisket.
The brisket. I'm eating that right now. It is really
It
good.
is really good.
I'm actually
Sucker for the brisket.
the meat fell right off of the ribs, and I put it.
I'm going there next.
I
haven't
put
gotten to
some.
them.
I put some really, really amazing sauce on it. I have like 3 different sauces that I kind of mixed up already, but they're all delicious. So
The rib is actually incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chicago
We still have to get
always
the
has
sides
best
going.
food. Yeah, we got to get that going.
Yeah.
We got to move on from these entrees
Yeah.
to the sides and dessert.
No.
We're going to be napping in my car.
All right.
The police are going to come here at 2 o'clock in the morning thinking there's been some
Car
horrible...
con siesta.
Well, they're going to think that a murder-suicide happened in here. 'Cause we're all going to be unconscious, covered in barbecue sauce that looks like blood. Robert says they smell awesome. I'm assuming he's referring to moist towelettes and not Marina City. Although
We could.
I'm a fan of your musk.
We have gotten that compliment actually before. That's actually not.
Actually, the first time I ever met
Untrue.
Aaron, he's a bass player in the band. I hugged him. I was like, "Hey, man." Well, actually, not the first time I met him, but the first time he like joined the band. I was like, I hugged him. I was like, "Man, congrats on making the band." And then I was like, "Damn." And so I went over to Eric and I was like, "Did you smell him? He smells amazing."
Shut up, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Did
You
did.
smell that guy?
That's a true story.
True story.
All right, I agree on the ribs.
The ribs
Wow.
fall off the bone.
Oh, and just the flavor on them.
Yeah. I wish I could be like Anthony Bourdain or something.
But
Which
he's kind of a
is-
jerk, isn't he?
Oh, I just mean like go around and eat food all the time and just talk about it, and just tell you how good the food is.
Best job ever.
That's a pretty good gig. Although he has to eat stuff like blood soup.
Okay.
Let's let him do that.
Yeah.
Like a
Well, I'll
bowl-
do like just around Chicago. I could just do that. There's a lot of great food here.
Dude, there's a
Dude, that's what I'm
great
doing.
blood soup place.
That's what I'm doing.
You have a sweet gig.
Yeah.
This is great. Cheers. I'm having sweet
Cheers.
tea, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question for you, James.
Yes, sir.
What band or who is it that does the little intro for this?
Oh, that is Josh Caterer of the Smoking Popes.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
way.
Whoa.
That's so awesome.
That is the coolest thing ever.
I love that. I love my theme song, and I'm very grateful to Josh.
is
Smoking
so cool.
Popes just put out their 20th anniversary of Destination Failure, my favorite Popes album. They just put it out on vinyl, and I wrote for the liner notes. I wrote like an essay for the liner notes.
That
That's
is so
that's
cool.
so cool.
And just getting that copy of the album on vinyl helped rekindle my appreciation for vinyl.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm like,
Is that why you started this the vinyl thing you're talking
kind
about?
of, yeah.
That's awesome.
And I just love doing. The thing is, I was talking with Hidden Hospitals about this a couple weeks ago.
Good
The
band.
thing that's great about vinyl, yeah, really good band, as opposed to listening to music online, streaming it, you're committed. When you put a record on, when you put a side of a record on, you are locked into that band for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You're just, it's an experiential thing.
You are.
You're not bouncing around. It's just, I'm committing myself to this artist and this album.
You can't really go too far.
Right.
Because then you won't hear it. So, I mean, you're like laying on bed or you're cleaning your room. That's usually, when I listen to my vinyl, it's like I'm cleaning my room or I'm just kind of doing stuff that I'm not leaving that room. And it's an experience. You're right.
There's also
Especially now that vinyl does all like these special things. Like,
By the way, what's with the cassette resurgence? Who's
I
doing
don't,
that?
I don't know. I mean,
don't know.
that one I don't really understand because
Don't do that.
nothing special about
nothing
the sound
special
of
about
cassette.
it. It doesn't even. Yeah. It's not,
Cassettes are universally
Cornbread.
the shittiest way to put music out.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't get the nostalgia for it. It's just a bad
Probably
way to
an
listen to
amazing
music.
cornbread.
All right, seriously, these ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their two-night show is amazing. Oh, they're talking about Smoking Popes. Nicole's saying that the Popes two-night show was amazing.
I'm sure it was incredible.
You know who else is amazing? Marina City.
Thanks. We pay him to say
Marina
that
City's
every,
got
about,
some- you want
every
some
half hour.
Cornbread?
So, I want cornbread. It's the corn pudding.
Yeah.
There's actually a cornbread
Can we
spot.
change
Oh,
our
yeah.
name to
I can't-
Marina City Barbecue?
Yeah. That'd be
Oh,
great.
man.
Oh,
There's two.
it's Marina City Barbecue.
Did you get one, Eric?
I did get one.
Perfect. This one's for you
Thank you, sir. I will get there somehow.
when it's time.
So, all right. So you played in the national Next2Rock competition. I've got to think, and maybe not, but I've got to think that something like that kicks some doors open, or at least elevates awareness. Like
We're playing
afterward,
picnic.
well, I guess that's it, right? I mean,
That's all you need to know. We're playing picnic.
People say, "Yeah, it sucks that you guys didn't win." I was like, "We're playing picnic. We won. Like,
Yeah.
that's like what we wanted."
you're going to play in front of a bunch of people who haven't heard you before,
Dude,
which is great.
That competition is probably what we're going to look back on and see what was the turning point of this band and what changed.
Wow.
Like, no joke, like we went home And no one, when we lost, or whatever you want to say, when we weren't picked.
When you won less than the other.
We won, yeah.
Yeah.
We went to the hotel room, and we hung out, and we talked about how we're going to win this, how we're going to make this worth it. You know, and
Which is the right attitude.
Yeah, that's all that was in our mind was immediately, okay, what did we not do? You know, we didn't feel like when we quote unquote lost, we didn't really feel that we lost because we weren't good enough. We just felt that
Not at all.
they were looking for something a little bit different.
Right.
Which is, you know, fine. It's not a big deal at all. But we were like, okay, what did they say that was constructive criticism that we can improve on? And since that, this band has changed dramatically on what our vision is, what we're trying to do, and we're hoping that we can really show that off come June 30th at Picnic.
Now, you shared with me, in secret, in confidence, a bunch of new demos
Yeah.
a couple months ago. Will those songs make it into the set?
One that we actually, after this, we should show you. I haven't even shown you one of them. I was going to show you like when they're all done, but I'll show you one of them.
Okay.
And one of them was recorded, and that should be released. We were hoping to release it earlier, but we were going to release a single, and then we decided this music is so different from what we've done before that it would be
But
weird.
logical. It's different, but it's still logical.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's absolutely still Marina City.
Yeah.
And honestly, we think as a band that we've changed so much in every record we've ever done that it doesn't really matter that we come up with something a little bit different because it's always been different. However, the industry people around us believe that it was better to go back in the studio and record a few more songs that were similar to that, because that was kind of one of our criticism from
Gavin
From
Rosdale.
Gavin, I remember.
Yeah.
yeah,
that
was
was
that,
a
you know,
big one.
we don't know exactly what you are, and so we're like, okay,
Now,
well,
hang on. I was yelling at my computer when you said that.
you know, also
It's a common critique for us,
It's a
actually,
common critique.
believe it or not. Yeah.
Almost every time we get critiqued, it's something about I don't know what you are. So,
See, I think that's a good thing.
but we necessarily don't take that as a bad thing.
That's what we always hear.
What we're more thing is like, okay, well, we're Marina City, but what exactly is Marina City? We need to define that. So I don't care if they don't know who we are, but I want them to consistently not know what it is that we're doing. Not like all over the map of what Marina City is. So that is what we've been working on and defining our sound. And so we went back to the studio, and we're currently writing right now and in the studio almost every week doing some demos and just trying everything we can. Right now we're working with this producer who did like recently did Lady Gaga and Nick Jonas and like the guys from The Fray he did and stuff like that. And he's a more of an alternative pop producer, which we're super excited about to show a little bit of what we've always wanted to do that we felt that we were limited to.
Well, you have the pop smarts, you have the hooks, but you also have a little darkness and edge to you, which I think makes
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you nailed it.
That's exactly what
You literally
we want
nailed
our
it.
sound to be.
I think that's what makes Marina City appealing.
Yeah.
It's not all
Yes.
happiness and light.
Yeah.
That's cool that you said
There's
that.
actually no light.
You literally there's no light
It's
here.
actually always depressing.
Very, very dark and depressing.
I feel like when you it's the payoff of when you arrive at the light. You have to sift through all this moody darkness, and then hopefully it pays off in the end.
Yeah, we just wanted to have, like, if someone wants to write with us or someone wants to, like, listen to an album, they'll be like, okay, Marina City, they're, like, dark alternative pop. Maybe, I don't know, like, we were saying, like, if The Weeknd was an alternative band, like, has the pop hooks, but it's darker, and, you know, I'm heavily influenced by, like, Michael Jackson, vocally wise, and stuff like that, and it'd be really cool to bring that into this band. So, that's kind of what we've been working on.
All right, I want to thank Phil for watching.
Thanks, Phil.
Nicole.
Phil.
Phil has a sweet beard. Oh, Nicole,
So I was at Riot Fest. Heck yeah.
I saw you guys play at ICB in Lombard, if you remember.
Whoa.
Do you remember?
ICB.
Wasn't that a long time
ICB.
ago?
Oh, is it the hub? I think that's the
I
hub,
don't
right?
know.
I think that was a long time
Lombard
ago.
is the Lilac City. That's all I know. Then the next time was Riot Fest. I was like, dang, get it.
Dang,
awesome.
get it.
And dang, you got it.
Hopefully we got it.
Dang.
She was encouraging,
That's
though. That
awesome.
was really nice.
All right, this food is great. While we're still here, while we're on camera, let's bust out more sides. Let's get those beans going.
Yeah.
Do you have
The school,
burgers?
Illinois
yes.
Center for Broadcasting. You played
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
yes.
What?
All right,
When do we do that?
sides.
Oh man, the bag's breaking.
Is it?
By the way, the seat rest in between me and Ryan is sticky. I'm not sure what happened there. But
Oh, we did a
we
live
got-
stream there? Oh, okay.
We got some hush puppies. It looks like.
Oh, hush puppies. That's some classic barbecue stuff.
two, I think.
Again, we're at City BBQ in Berwyn, right off of Cermak. This looks like a very new development, like
Yeah,
restaurant
actually-
row.
Everything here. I mean, like the Chipotle looks
Those are the
incredibly
pickles.
new. You see that?
We're right by Fifth Third Bank, where I do my banking. What do we have here? Oh, pickles.
A whole thing of pickles.
Oh,
Does
I love
anyone hush puppy?
Ooh, I want a hush
hush
puppy.
puppy.
Honestly, I don't know what this is, but
Hush
you're going to have to
puppy.
grab it from me.
We got pickles here.
Is that what you? That's what you were looking for,
This
isn't
looks
it?
like mashed potatoes.
Mac and cheese.
Might be.
Oh, man.
Actually, I can't tell. I can't really tell.
Is that mac and cheese? Or wait, is this?
Here we go.
Looks like mashed potatoes.
Here we
It's
go.
mashed potatoes.
Is that what that is? And is this just gravy?
No, there's a potato salad, I know.
That looks like mac and cheese. Wait, what is that?
They have tons of sides. They also have a rewards program here.
Did they really?
I have no idea what all this
Hopefully
food
we
is.
won a bunch of awards.
Oh, this is the corn pudding. This
Oh,
is not mac and cheese. This is
okay.
corn
Okay.
pudding.
This is greens?
Oh, yeah, collard greens.
Collard greens?
That's the real thing.
collard greens.
This bag is just endless. It just keeps
So
on
now we
going.
can say we had a vegetable with dinner.
These are
Doesn't,
the
doesn't
beans.
happen all the time.
I'm having some beans.
Oh,
Everyone who goes back to my house tonight's going to love me later if I eat beans. Oh, there's another hush puppy down here.
the hush puppies are really good. This corn pudding, guys, is delicious.
There's some more hush puppies.
Oh, my God.
Do you want to throw those in your
I do want to
plate?
thank City BBQ for
Oh.
feeding us so well. And the food's very well organized. I kind of expected this to be a disaster.
No, it's it's incredibly organized.
Organized chaos.
That's my guys.
Seriously, try that. What do you think?
That's great.
It's so good.
Here, we'll trade. I got some hush puppies coming to you.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, sure.
Just some battered bowls.
Do it.
I'm going to sleep
I
so
don't
well.
think I can eat
Yeah.
that.
I think we're all going to drive home from this place. Windows down, air conditioning cranked.
Sweating.
Yeah. Sweating.
top button unbuttoned.
I'm doing no pants.
No
Let's go
pants.
with it.
There you go.
And then go home, walk through the front door and say, please don't talk to me. I just need to be alone for a little bit.
You do a hangout in my bed.
I need to repent my sins. This is all gluttony.
This is gluttony for sure.
Oh, my God. All right, so
Eating those beans. Give me those
That's what we're
beans.
doing.
I can't. We're going to keep recording this podcast. This podcast will be available on carconcarne.com at some point this week. But the live stream is going to stop. And before we go from the live stream, I do want to thank City BBQ. This live stream is presented lovingly by our friends at Boost Mobile. And these guys right here are Marina City.
Hey.
We love them. They are local. They are our own. They're local heroes. Their music kicks ass. And your next chance to see them happens on the 30th of June out in Tinley Park. It is Piqniq, the 101 WKQX event. AWOLNATION is there. Bishop Briggs, Bush, Dashboard, Greta Van Fleet,
Yes.
Yeah.
man.
Front bottoms.
Going up.
Front Bottoms. I'm calling it right now. I'm not really a visionary for doing this, but that Greta Van Fleet set's going to be nuts.
Oh,
yeah.
it'll be amazing.
For sure.
That's going to level the place.
Yeah.
And then you're going to double level the place.
As well, we go first.
We'll
so
begin. We'll begin leveling it.
We'll try to.
You-
slow it
you-
a little bit.
We'll save
Your
them
set times
something to
already?
level.
Well, I mean, I assume that we would go first. I guess we don't know. I guess
I kind of assumed you'd go first. But even if you go first, that's actually not a bad spot.
oh no, we have no.
No.
That's what we do. I mean, you got to be
Yeah.
a good opening band to become a good band.
Well, it's just it. And Lucky Boys did it last year, and everyone's there. There's only one place to go when you walk
Exactly.
into the venue. Let's go right to that side stage. Boom. I mean, it is a captive audience. They're hungry for music. I mean, you couldn't get people at a better time.
I think honestly, that's where we. That's our bread and butter with opening first, because we did that with Warped Tour. We did that with Next2Rock. We did this with like this other competition we did, and obviously this. That's just like what we're really good at, because we can be. We like to. Like, I feel accomplished when we're walking off, and now that crowd is sweaty and ready to go.
Yeah.
And that's like so. We're
It's kind of like being a fluffer.
Yeah, we are. We are
we're
incredible
fluffer.
That's a good way to put it.
at being fluffers. And there's 6 of us,
We're
so
the fluffiest
we get you
band.
from every angle.
We're the fluffiest band.
You are the fluffiest band ever.
Yes.
I seriously love your band. I'm so glad. I've been dying to get you in the car for the longest time.
That's
I know it sounds-
All you have to say is we got barbecue
Here
food.
we are. You
My
got
mom
us
wouldn't let
here.
me.
You want
so
some
she doesn't know.
Come on, you're a band. You got to eat, right?
So hot and wet.
I've got banana pudding. So thank you for watching. Support this band. Love this band. Go see them at Piqniq. They're Marina City, and we're going to keep recording and eating like fools.
Yes.
All right, so let's get more sides going here.
They're all kind of
shit.
laid out all over the place. So
These are definitely mashed potatoes.
I grabbed some beans.
Here's
There's some collard
mac and
greens.
cheese and collard
Are you guys scared of the greens? Be
I'm
honest.
scared of the greens.
Yeah,
Calling it right now.
Food. I mean, I'm fine with
I'm
it.
here for the meat and potatoes.
I ate the
I mean, I'm
beans.
going to save room for whatever dessert we got more than or actually more of whatever this is. Just everything here. I haven't.
Yeah, you actually are treating this giant tin tray as your plate. Like, there's a dirty napkin on there now.
Okay,
brisket?
I'm
Yeah,
on
what
this
is going
corner.
on?
All right, this corner.
You got some brisket over there?
Yeah, I got.
Do you have
some
another
of this.
rib?
Does he?
With some brisket.
All
you
the
can
ribs
totally,
gone?
You can no, tons more ribs. All right, now here's the
Well,
good thing
then-
about the collard greens.
But
If you're afraid of the collard greens, there's like pork in here.
Oh,
Oh my God!
pork and
really?
beans.
There's also beans.
pork and greens.
Oh yeah.
Pork and greens, that's right.
Pork and greens.
All right, I'm going to insist you try a vegetable.
There comes the dad.
Yeah, Brian, try a vegetable.
You need to try a vegetable.
You don't get your banana pudding. This is Pink Floyd. You don't eat your meat, you can't have your pudding.
I'm gonna try this just because you told me to.
Or Maximus Store.
Guess what? The greens are awesome. Because it's all meat.
And it's just green. It's just green eggs.
It's just meat disguised as a vegetable.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. It tastes too healthy, and I'm gonna hand it back.
All right, I want to be clear. The collard greens here at City Barbecue are pork and deliciousness. We have a veggie phobe.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You are classic
I mean,
meat and potatoes.
honestly, this is like the best tasting greens I've ever had. But I'm just so full.
I get it.
No,
It's actually kind of
I'm going with
spicy.
these pickles now.
Yeah, they are.
There's a little spice at the end. Actually, it kind of kicked up. I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Time to eat some of these pickles.
I'm gonna take another bite.
Now the mac and cheese. I think that's a barbecue restaurant like mainstay. You got to have mac and cheese at a barbecue place.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get another implement out here. I'm so glad you guys are doing this.
I'm so glad you have it. I was on.
It
This
did-
is the best. Let me tell you how long my day was today, man. It's been. I work at a merch shop, and so like my job is to bring in bands to have merchandise for
this. You can take it.
to get their merchandise through us. So we're called Second City Prints. Shout out. And we do like Brand New and Sorority Noise and like all these like boutique pop punk bands and Billie Eilish and Knuckle Puck. And today we got like a 2,000 shirt order. So they're having me work in the back. And it's just a sweatshop back there right now. I mean, I love them and they pay me well. That's not what I'm saying. But like, there is no window. There's no air conditioning. So we have the garage doors open, and I'm just sitting in a dryer, trying to get the shirts off the dryer so they can be dried. And it's just super hot.
It's humid and
It's hot and humid, yeah. So today was pretty rough.
All right, mac and cheese is delicious.
I'm literally just eating to eat right now because there's more food.
This is killing me. Ooh, I just found a bonus hot link on my plate. This is great.
Hey.
It's like a toy surprise.
So hey, I noticed that there was one Con Carne that you did where the guest didn't show up. Just hit us up every time that the guest doesn't show up. We'll always
I mean,
come
that
out.
happened a couple times.
Wait, like you're just sitting here with a bunch of food and no one.
I've had
Well,
I've had last
I
minute
guess.
cancellations, and once I showed up at a place somewhere by like, God, I want to say like Itasca. I took the day off work for this one. Just a total no show.
Man,
I was so
Ouch,
pissed.
that's far, especially for you.
I was pissed. But when I get people last minute cancellations, which I get it. I mean, people's schedules change. I had to do a last minute change with you guys too. I usually have to scramble to find someone, but now I'm scared to like solicit people on Facebook because sometimes what I get back I don't necessarily want. Like, hey, I'll come on and talk about my dry cleaning business. Yeah, I get lots of invitations that maybe
Oh no!
I shouldn't seek out. So I play my cards pretty close to the vest on that.
No, that's rough.
Day in the life of JVO is probably incredible.
No, it's the most boring thing in the world, Ryan.
You could probably pull that off though. Like one episode is like just like, hey, it's just me today.
Just eating.
So here's all this food.
Well, I decided that if it ever happens again, if someone ever blows me off,
Yeah, we should crash. That'd be awesome.
and I would like to encourage bands not to blow me off, but if it ever happens again, I'm going to go on Facebook Live and do an open call. I'm here. I'm at this restaurant.
Oh,
I've got microphones set up.
Oh, we will fly here, wherever here is.
I don't want to do it, and it could break very bad very quickly, but that's my plan.
Yeah.
Just
You know what you do? You do this game, Can't Do It, and people just ask you a bunch of questions, and if you can't answer that question because it's just too much, then that you give away like a gift card to whatever, like City BBQ or someplace like that. So someone,
wait, what?
they can ask you any questions they want, and if
It's
you
good
feel
for-
like
good
I
for
can't answer that
sponsors.
question, I'm not going to answer that on air, then it's like, all right. I'll
wait,
give
did this guy just commit a crime?
Whoa, that guy's running. Go, guy, go.
Seriously, that dude is booking.
maybe he,
I don't know.
I mean, he looks like he just committed a crime.
It's a really nice area in Berwyn. I don't understand.
Smokers.
yeah.
what just happened?
Run.
Where did he come from?
I don't know.
Cotton Eye Joe.
That's exactly right. Okay, so do we move on to desserts now? This is the longest a meal has ever lasted in this car.
Oh, really?
There's so much food, it's never gone. Like, we've been recording for 40 minutes.
Well, there's a whole other bag here of just stuff.
No, we haven't even like opened it. I don't
Yeah, I mean, I looked into it and I was like,
This is
Pardon my
a,
reach.
This is
Grab
a
it, guys.
project.
Take it.
What is this?
so much
I've been
food.
trying to keep like my area like right here, and I'm pushing. This is like food I'm not
Okay.
touching.
So,
We got a month to burn this off before picnic.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, we've been really trying to up our game here. What do we got in
Okay.
there?
All right. So we got some kind of cobbler. I don't even know where we put this stuff.
Yeah, we're
let's-
running out of room for
let's,
these sides back here.
Yeah,
All
let's,
right,
let's
put
get
some.
the.
You could probably put some sides back. Like,
Let's put these sides.
Or
Okay.
should we do a quick trash run?
Trash
what is
run.
that? Oh yeah. I thought that was a segment of your show.
It's time for the trash run.
Or
Probably
we
a
could do
good idea.
Trash run,
All right.
sponsored by Hefties.
I'm totally going to start throwing. It sucks because this bag actually has a rip in the bottom of it. So
Oh,
let's take
no.
all of the dessert sides out and put these sides in that bag. That way we can make a
But
little
there's
bit.
nowhere to
Are you doing like physics back there?
Yeah. Quantum physics.
Hold on. There's room back here. Hold up. Let's put these back here. Okay, there's room up there on the
I
back.
didn't even notice. What is this?
Oh, that's the pudding.
Oh, that's the banana pudding.
How many is that? How many do you have of that?
I'm
That's the
changing
question.
plates.
I don't know. This is a
Oh,
very
dude.
important question. What is this?
This is the promised land.
Is this a brownie?
Oh my.
Oh, like super brownie.
It is. Wait, the running guy's back.
He's back.
Running Man.
We got two
It
brownies.
looks like you got something now.
I'm sitting here eating.
Oh,
pudding. He's at the ATM.
maybe he lost his wallet
Oh.
at the place he was at.
He's at the
I feel
5:30
like we're just
ATM.
making up a story.
Okay.
But he's not the driver.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Maybe he stole money and they're putting it right into the ATM as quick as they can.
Is that garbage?
So they
now?
can, which is actually smart.
Oh.
That's how you do it. You just deposit the
Yes,
money.
that's how you do it.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna have to
Master
garbage
criminal.
If you steal money, you sprint to an
All right.
ATM, put it in as quick as you can.
Do we see a spot to toss out some trash?
Yeah, I mean they've got garbage cans.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's right
Oh
there.
yeah.
I'm gonna do that garbage run.
All right, should we? Let's hit pause. Maybe we all can contribute
Yes.
here. Let's all
Yeah.
pitch in, and we're back. All right, so Ryan had to run back in to get more plastic silverware because we ditched everything. We were trying to be really smart, clear out all the trash. We also threw away every possible means by which to eat dessert. So
Way too good. Oh my god.
We're back.
All right, so we need you guys back there to serve us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
really? That's how this goes.
Roll reversal.
Here. I'll
I'm not. I don't need the brownie,
yes,
but I'd be
sir.
down with the pudding.
All right.
Even the minute pudding has
We need to
came
get
up,
this out of the
he has
thing.
said pudding probably 40 times. Like, yo, is that pudding happening? He's like,
Get this out. There it is.
Fucking love pudding,
Dude, and banana pudding, it's like my weakness.
dude. I know. Are there Nilla wafers in the banana pudding?
Almost there.
Well, I don't,
It looks
That's-
like it.
It's a nice
I believe
touch.
There is.
Nice touch.
Okay, this is
extra
the
points for City Barbecue.
This is the
apple
cobbler, some
cobbler
kind of
Lamode.
peach cobbler.
Probably peach.
Lamode.
These
Right.
guys do
Yes,
everything you'd expect at a barbecue place. The sauces look great. I stuck with the original just because it was
Yeah.
easiest.
When that the brush fire, which had a good spice to it,
I almost did that, but I was afraid it'd be
Ooh.
too spicy.
Yeah.
and then I had Montreal, which was like honestly the best thing that I could describe it, which is like the Asian zing at like Buffalo Wild Wings, like something like that.
Yeah.
Imagine that as a barbecue sauce.
We'll just keep. We'll start here. First course,
You want the cobbler?
dessert,
I mean, I'm
Orangutan
gonna have a little bit of everything if I
Yeah.
can.
and then when
Here's
you're
another
done,
one.
we'll start banana pudding. Do it course style.
Yeah.
So now the other guys, were they not able to come here, or did you have to cut them off?
Well, so half the band works during the day and half of the band works during the night. And the one is working, the other two got off like by the time we would do it here. And
Got it.
there's just, I mean, we also said only like 3 really, so first come first served kind of thing.
All right, this is definitely peach cobbler.
Oh man,
Honestly, I've never had
This
peach
is-
cobbler.
It's delicious.
I don't think I'm ever not gonna get peach cobbler ever again.
It is
This
so sweet and
This is amazing.
brown sugary and
Again,
buttery.
I have nothing. Are we recording, by the way?
Mhm.
Okay. By the way, I have nothing to compare this to, but this is incredible.
It's a dessert. It's a yummy, fruity, buttery dessert.
Again, we got our fruit in today.
Mm-hmm. So we are being so healthy.
So healthy.
Collard greens and peach cobbler. This is great. So what else is back there? There's pudding and brownie. Is that or those are
pudding and brownies. Yes.
brownies?
I'm looking at
We have
the
2 whole brownies.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at the pudding, and I'm just James. You're gonna love it.
Well,
You're just gonna love it.
Brian's not having the pudding, and neither is JVO. So
You mean the brownies?
yeah, I meant the brownies. Sorry. You should have seen his
don't
face.
mess this up, man.
What are you doing to me?
That's the reason why we're here. The pudding.
Oh man,
I'm popping it
almost got
open.
kicked out of the car.
That's enough out of you. See you at picnic.
It's got an eject button.
Wow.
But I agree with what you're saying. Like that opening spot. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And you really have a chance to win the audience over. And you set the tone.
And that's another thing too. We set the tone. There's not a bar,
Mm-hmm.
so we
You are the bar.
determine the bar. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, like you said, there's no one else to watch, especially at a festival like this, which is really cool.
Right.
Because it's only one band at a time, so like there's no one else to watch. So you might as well just see what this is, as long as they show up early,
Right.
which
And
they
they
should.
always do. They always do.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the crowd last time. It looked awesome.
When you're watching your watch, you got to get out of here.
No.
Once we have
I get
this.
text messages and I thought the guys. Yeah, I got it from one of the guys, and they obviously are watching. They're probably just
That's
like-
hilarious.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, banana
He's
pudding's
like,
coming around.
I can't believe this is happening. No, thank you on the banana pudding. Give
please.
it double extra.
So I was like, "Where's your plate?" Okay, here
Here.
we go.
But
Make sure there's enough to share. I don't want to
Right.
eat
All
banana
right,
pudding.
all
yeah,
right.
you
Alright,
can get a second helping.
Right.
I didn't get any yet, but it's okay.
No, stop. I want you to be happy.
Yeah, you-
I want you to be happy.
I like the silver fox look. By the
You
way.
like that? Killing me. Hey, true story. I never had facial hair my entire life until this year. Never even tried it.
What? Oh, so you shaved? It's not like you couldn't.
Oh
grow
no, no. Didn't have some kind of weird hair ailment. No, I never grew facial hair up until this year. And now I've got the silver fox, like the two-tone
Yeah.
beard, which looks kind of cool. I look kind of
It's sharp.
professorial.
Yeah.
Distinguished.
Like, yeah, I look distinguished as I'm eating a mountain of banana pudding in the front seat of my car in a parking lot. I look so sophisticated right
None
now.
of us here can judge.
You know what?
so-
We're not actually here. This is a Calvin and Hobbes moment. You're just this weird dude who drives around in a car with a microphone eating food, and the outside looking in is like, who's that guy talking to?
That's weird. The pudding is the greatest thing I've had on my plate tonight.
Yeah?
It is so
Is
good.
it really?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
It's delicious. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, this is great. I seriously can only eat twigs and berries for the rest of the month.
Well, guess what? It's almost June 1st, so you could do that.
Yeah.
You can make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start the diet back up for the rest
What a
of the
big
month.
sacrifice I'm making.
Yeah, James, we're gonna leave. There's maybe like another like serving of this banana pudding. It's all for you, buddy.
You are the greatest. I love Marina City.
No problem.
All right, so looking ahead past Picnic,
Yeah.
Taste of Chicago,
Yep.
that's huge.
Yeah. We're
Yes.
we're actually. I guess we're doing the festival market for Chicago. We're doing that. We're doing. We have another one that we're not going to announce until later, and then we're
Wait,
doing.
now
Taste
why
of-
aren't you announcing it?
Well, they just haven't given us the go ahead to announce it yet.
It doesn't rhyme with Piet Mest?
No.
Okay.
No.
No. I wish.
Nice.
But we've
No one
and
wants
it rhymes with Habadahuza. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I wish.
No, I got to say, if I were
That's
a
the next one.
band at your level, I wouldn't want to play Lollapalooza.
No?
I feel like it'd be so hard to cut through.
I mean, yeah, I guess
True.
you got 4 days. You're competing a bunch of people. I mean, I still want to play Lollapalooza, but obviously that's the last one we haven't done. I mean, once
Yeah.
after we do Taste of Chicago, we're doing the Taste of Randolph, and then we're doing
Great.
Maybe Fear for
What?
Lorth of Alive.
baby.
No,
That was
I
really
love these
good.
rhyme games.
Yeah.
I
maybe.
do word games all day long
That's
with
a
Marina
hard
City.
one.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
that was
near.
tough. And after that, I mean, Lollapalooza is the next on the bucket list. Then we did the Chicago market.
Yeah, I guess looking at it from your perspective, it'd be cool to say you did it. I just, from a,
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, the one that makes sense the most. I mean, shout out to Riot Fest for getting us on and Warped Tour and everything, but like this makes sense the most because, like you said, we're not competing against anyone.
right,
That's like the best part.
that is the best.
Everyone's coming and they can only see us. Like,
Yeah, it's a captive audience.
Yeah.
A captive audience that's hungry for this.
exactly. Yeah.
You're stuck.
But they're hungry for music.
Right.
They're open-minded. They
And
don't,
then they heard our name a billion times on the radio, so might as well
Right.
check it out.
I love that. I totally love that.
I mean, that's the best part.
All right, so looking beyond the festival circuit
Yeah.
and the shows you're doing at Favy Mirror or wherever else, what's
Nice.
next? You said you've got a song you're ready to kick out into the
Yeah,
ether?
so I mean, like, we are going through like I said, December for that Next2Rock changed everything for us and what we're really focused on. And honestly, we're really, really focused on the music. And as bad as this sounds, I feel like this is the first time in our career that we are so heavily focused on it than before. Because before it was like, okay, gotta get shows, gotta get fans, gotta get this, gotta get that, gotta get press, blah, blah. And it was like, we got music and we wrote 5 songs. We're like, these are the perfect 5 songs, get them out there. And now since Terminal, we wrote like 60 songs for Terminal. And we are continuously writing now to make the best music we possibly can. And I feel that we haven't done that yet. We haven't written the best that we can do. And we're so focused on making that happen and believe that will open doors for us. So that's the main focus right now.
I love it. Well, I think you guys are great. I think every step that you've made so far, well deserved.
Thank you.
You sound great on stage. You absolutely crush it. I'm excited to see you.
Thank you.
Again, I'm excited to
That
see
means a
you
lot.
do what you do in Tinley Park as part of Picnic, competing at that level.
Yeah. Honestly, this is kind of a vanity moment. I don't know, but like I felt one of the coolest moments to me about that whole competition was when we got done with our set in
L.A.
in Chicago.
Rosemont, yeah.
Rosemont. That's what I was gonna say. You were coming up on the stage and no one was around you and you weren't talking to anyone, but you looked down on the ground and I caught it and you just said, "Wow." And when I saw you say that, I was like, yes. Like that was
That's cool.
What was super cool about that moment was that it was so unscripted. There was no one. You weren't. It was just you were by yourself, and it was that epiphany for yourself, and that was the coolest moment for me.
That's great.
So, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great, and that's truly how I felt. So.
Thank you.
You also told me that you'd quit your job if we didn't win.
Did I say that?
That doesn't go on the podcast.
It was so funny.
Wait, that sounds like something I would say. Did I say that?
You walked up to me and you whispered in my ear that you would quit your job if we didn't win.
Okay. I'm not denying it because that sounds like something I would say.
I was like, oh man, I really hope that we win because that would be
Good news for my family.
yeah.
Could have been a pretty dark Christmas, so
Yeah.
glad you guys delivered that night. All right, picnic. We'll see you guys there. Thank you for eating like absolute jackasses at the magnificent City Barbecue.
Thank you for having
We're
us.
coming back here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Next
a
time
date.
tomorrow.
Thank you, City Barbecue. You guys are amazing.
CarConCarne.com. If you like this podcast, please spread the word. And this podcast brought to you by Boost Mobile. I'm James Van Osel. That's Marina City, and everything is pretty amazing.
Yes.